Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys my steak recipe, and today we'll be doing tuna steaks, and I found this amazing sauce to go perfectly with it. It pairs really nicely and really juicy flavor. So first things first, we need to preheat our grill, and we're looking for that searing range, about 500 to 600 degrees. Usually I put mine about 550 on this one. Next, we're going to need some tuna steaks. I found some really thick ones at our store here. It's not always are they this thick, sometimes they're thinner, so looks like mine are going to take a bit longer to cook this time. Using a classic Montreal steak for our seasoning, this is one of my favorites, but you can also use something as simple as salt and pepper. I'm the type of person that loves seasoning, and I overdo it quite a bit on my steaks, but you can apply however much seasoning you like to your own personal tastes. And for this project, we're going to need a meat thermometer to control our tuna steaks. Tuna steaks do cook very quickly. And our secret weapon, the tangy lemon caper sauce. I'll include a link in the description below. If your store does not carry it, looks like Amazon does. While my grill is preheating, I decided to warm up some hot dogs for the kiddos. And once that temperature hits about 550 degrees Fahrenheit, we are ready to start grilling. So typically when you want to sear the steak, you want to do this really quickly. It was a bit hard to hold the camera and put in the steaks really quickly, but once you put those steaks in, you want to close the cover really fast so that way you don't let out a lot of heat and keep those steaks nice and toasty. I'll set a timer for 3 minutes, and then once that 3 minutes runs out, I'll flip them and then set a timer for another 3 minutes so that way I can sear them on both sides. And tuna steaks, they grill really quickly, and unlike your traditional steaks, which take a bit longer, but tuna steaks, I had the thinner ones last time, and they were ready after 6 minutes, so 3 minutes on each side. These ones are a bit thicker, so I had to go through 4 rotations, so 4 times I had to flip them, and 3 minutes per side. And we're looking for an internal temperature of about 110, 115 degrees. And with tuna steaks, try not to go over 140, 145, because once you do, they become really flaky, dry, and it's a lot nicer and more tender when you grill it at about 115, 110. Usually I like to flip the meat quite often. That way the temperature rises up equally on both sides. And this piece over here is actually kind of what we're looking for. My tuna steaks were a bit thicker this time, and they're taking a bit longer to cook, but I do flip them every 3 minutes and check the internal temperatures. You can also take a knife and split it down the middle just to see how it looks like on the inside. Like this over here is almost ready, but I would probably add a little bit more time to this just so it's cooked a little bit more on that. All right, looks like we're almost ready. Side note, if your fish starts to flake like this, that means it's ready. That means it's starting to overcook on the edges here. But with these tuna steaks, looks like we're almost ready because these are the thicker ones. And I had to flip mine one more time, give it 3 more minutes, just because of how thick and juicy these ones turned out to be. Alright, looks like we're almost ready. Get that thermostat out, see where we're at. 104, 90, 100, 114. Looks like we're almost ready on these guys. And I will also take the knife and split it down the middle just to see how that looks like. And perfect. We're looking for that pink. We're looking for it not being dry. And this one looks like it's almost ready as well. And we do want that pink inside, that way it's not chewy and not too dry on these tuna steaks. And keep in mind, tuna steaks are just like any other steak. You can have yours medium rare or medium well, even well done if you prefer, but well done usually does make it a little dry, and I'm not really a fan of that. So feel free to experiment and grill it to your liking. And this is what you want. See how it's flaking at the top, but it's still holding together, it's not falling apart? This is where you want your tuna steaks to be at.
Let me show you an example. Okay, so he throws it, and someone catches it, that means they get to throw, and he goes into bed. Get it? So everybody come in.
And for our secret recipe, we've got this sauce. I love sauce, so I'm going to be very generous on this and put quite a bit on it. And keep in mind, once you take it off the grill, your tuna steak is still really hot and will continue to cook the internal temperature. So that will also make it a little more finished. So I pulled mine off at about 110 degrees, maybe 105 on some of them. And look how good that looks. Make sure you serve these while they're hot and make sure to enjoy these. And let me know in the comments below what you've tried, what you did different. Maybe you found some other sauce that pairs really well with these. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys on the next video.